as they play against the Cleveland Indians, right here on 2K Sports.
Hey, it's opening day. Welcome, everybody. Major League Baseball ready to kick off a new season. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, and we are looking forward to a great year with you. A bat that means business. Shin-Soo Choo. He'll try and get it running today. Always a supportive group here, the Cleveland Indians. Let's take a look now at Ozzie Guillen's thoughts, his lineup, and Alex Rios up. He'll be the leadoff man as we get ready to get things going.
Fielder, number 51, Alex Rios.
The pitch from Carmona. That's hit foul by Rios. Fausto Carmona gets ahead with that pitch, and it's 0-2.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there. He got that slider in the strike zone. He got the hitter out in front to swing early.
To right center. Well, that's a good start. First batter, first hit. Here's a look at the defensive alignment for the Tribe. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, Gary, some people say that Grady Sizemore might play too hard, and that's why he's hurt so often, because he's crashing into walls and diving for balls. But that's the way he knows how to play, and that's what makes him exciting to watch. Let's see if he can rob someone today.
And here's Alexei Ramirez. 1 for 4 last year against Fausto Carmona. Swings, hits this one in the air down the right field line, and it drops in for a base hit. Rios towards third base, and he pulls into second base. That will be a double. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Indians. They'll wrap up this series with the White Sox on Sunday, and then they'll be going up against Kevin Youkilis and the Red Sox. That'll kick off Tuesday evening. Then they'll kick off a road series with the Mariners. That series bound to be competitive. And it's Adam Dunn at the plate. Carmona's pitch swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, that's some kind of fastball down in the zone right there. The hitter has to be ready for it, or he's got no chance to hit it.
Lined right at the second baseman. And there's one. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down and work his way out of this jam and keep the score tied.
That's it foul by Konerko. And the 0-1 by Carmona. Swung on, hit sharply to first. And he steps on first. That's the second out. Now our State Farm sponsored look at which teams went the yard most last year. Number 1, the Blue Jays. The Red Sox in second. Third, the Yankees. White Sox fourth. And we've got the Rangers. They are fifth.
Well, this team lives and dies with the home run ball.
Swing and a line to left. Gets another one down. That'll score a run. And Ramirez scores 2.
Now batting.
Well, that is an absolutely huge hit right here. I mean clutch. The definition of clutch. 2 RBI double late in the game, and this could be too much to overcome if the pitchers can keep them right there.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. See how this plays out.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting right there to take an early lead in this game.
Swing and a long high drive left field way back there, and that ball is gone. Goodbye home run, and the White Sox are pounding it. Now a 4-run ball game. They just doubled their lead on that one.
Take a look at this, Gary. This pitch really inside on him. It's almost like he knew it was coming. He opened up his swing and hits the 2-run shot.
That is a big blast right there, and I'm sure the pitcher's wondering, well, I can't make a better pitch.
Great adjustment at the plate. They have not figured out a way how to shut down this White Sox offense today. They look so good.
Base is empty and 2 down. Swings and misses. The sinker, 0-1.
Well, Gary, I guarantee you the pitcher did not want to start like this.
This is a really bad start, and recovery's not going to be easy.
Well, he's going to have to adjust quickly, or this thing's going to get away from him.
Here's a strike, lunged for that bunt and missed it.
Well, the pitcher has him right where he wants him, on the defensive. He could try to throw it out of the zone and get him to chase.
Tried to get him to go after that slider, but it's 1-2.
Well, he went for the backdoor slider right there, but he laid off the pitch. Good eye.
And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. Santana. And he's safe in there at first.
Now batting.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Chicago White Sox and see how they ranked. Second batting average with runners in scoring position, second in stolen bases, and they showed up in the top 5 in home runs. A power-laden lineup that could drive the ball out of the ballpark. Home run production, a major part of the offense.
And he gets under that one. Good effort there, but he couldn't get into position to make that play. This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. Tried to track that one down, but comes up empty. The pitch from Carmona. And that's strike 3, and mercifully so. Inning comes to a close, but big-time damage done. And so they really take advantage. Going to take a look now at the starting pitcher for the White Sox. Steve will be watching how he approaches this Cleveland lineup.
When Jake Peavy's healthy, he's one of the best pitchers in the game. A great competitor on the mound, very aggressive in the zone. He'll pound you with that mid to upper 90s fastball and then throw the slider and changeup off of it. Very aggressive.
Here's the 1-0. This is right there for his strike, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Popped way up on the infield. Retiring Sizemore. That's one away. Got a moment to check out that lineup for the Indians. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, a guy that can change a game with his glove, with his arm, and with his bat is Carlos Santana. Talk about a young player that came on the scene and can do almost anything. Great caller of the game. The pitching staff has a lot of respect for him, how hard he works behind the plate, and with his bat, the fact that he's a switch hitter, the sky's the limit for this kid.
And he checks his swing there, but it's in there for a strike, 0-1. And that swung on and hit. Rios. And Hafner retired. 2 down.
Right fielder, number 17.
And now's a good time to take a brief look how the White Sox stack up defensively. Particular standouts here, John?
Well, Alex Rios is expected to cover a lot of ground in the outfield. He has those long strides because of those long legs he possesses. And boy, when he gets it going, he can shut down a lot of balls in the gap.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
A strike or no strike, he's asking for trouble up there.
Strike 2. Peavy dominating in this AB. He's got some pitches to play with. At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. And it's fouled away. Shue battling another foul ball.
A really great pitch right there. That pitcher really wanted decay, but that defensive swing kept him alive.
That pitch is going to be a called strike, and that is it for Shin-Soo Choo. And they're held in check here in this half inning. The White Sox still on top. And Beckham's in the box. Carmona's pitch swung on and missed. 0-1.
Can you say ground ball? That's what that sinker down to the zone is meant to do.
And he squares around, gets down the bunt. Carmona, and he gets in there, no contest. So that'll bring Alex Rios to the plate.
That's good baseball right there. He read the infielders and got it down and deadened the ball just like he needed to beat it out.
For his team, number 2 in stolen bases a season ago. And he starts Rios out. Ground ball. Tremendous situation now for the White Sox.
The guy that gets them going offensively, he can move on the bases and seems to find a way to get in scoring position.
RBI situation, Alexei Ramirez. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate. Carmona's pitch swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, anytime you recognize a slider, you got to be very patient with it. You can't be over anxious. You got to stay back, and then when you see it good enough, let it fly.
Working the inside part of that plate. 1-2.
He just reared back and said, "Here it comes, big boy. Here comes my best fastball." He busted it inside with it.
And Alexei Ramirez watches that one go by. Count is now even. The 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Alexei Ramirez is retired.
He gets the strikeout with the sinker ball. The ball's moving, sinking out of the zone. The hitter swinging right over the top.
Dunn at the plate. He has hit .240 lifetime against the Indians. The pitch from Carmona. That one's drilled to short, and he can't run it down. This one rolls through to the wall, and he scores from second base. And Rios comes across to score. He'll pull into third. That's a 2 RBI 3-bagger. Well, I was already to mark this down on the card as a double. Put another line in there.
Well, he didn't let up at all, Gary. Great effort on his part. Took a chance, but he made it.
Amazing thing is he was able to do it standing up. With a run 90 away, here is Paul Konerko.
Well, there are days when you just don't have it, and clearly this was one of those days. Now let's see if the bullpen can slow this offense down.
Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
But the Indians have always played the White Sox tough, and I think it's important to show they battled.
Swing and a high drive to straightaway left field to the wall. On it comes off the wall. And Dunn's home.
Coming to bat.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
20.
Runner on second, RBI opportunity for Carlos Quinton. The Indians were 9-9 against the White Sox last season. That's pretty good.
And it's pretty good, especially the White Sox finished 6 games behind the Minnesota Twins, so the Cleveland Indians can at least point to the fact they were part of keeping the White Sox out of the playoffs.
There's Nix. Though Quinton is retired, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. We'll see Adrian Beltre and the Texas Rangers. They'll be hosting the Boston Red Sox. Start time is 8 o'clock Eastern. And in the batter's box, it's Castro. 0-for-6 last year against the Indians here in Cleveland. Runner on second and 2 outs. And the first pitch. And Smith's wide that time for a ball. Pitch on the way. Fastball low, 2-0. Swings and misses at that fastball. Now it's 2-1.
Well, the two-seamer has his timing way off. He swung and missed. Swung way too early.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And another one. It's contagious. And Konerko will score. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
Second base is Castro. First pitch. And that misses. 1-0. Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. Schmidt. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single. State Farm, a look at the teams who recorded the most steals from last season. Rays #1. White Sox in second. In the third spot, the A's. Mariners fourth. And we've got the Rangers. They are fifth.
But there's nothing like the stolen base to me as a guy.
There's a swinging liner headed towards the left field corner. And the side's retired. Kearns catches it. He'll head in. They pound out 6 hits in the inning and push across 4 runs as well. White.
For the Cleveland Indians.
A crisp afternoon. Maybe an understatement there, but in any case, this time of year you expect it. And Santana's in the box. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Quentin picks it up.
Cleveland Indians. Left fielder, number 26, Austin Kearns.
Austin Kearns in.
Well, Jake Peavy had another injury-filled season for the Chicago White Sox. Such big hopes coming into the season of 2010. But, guys, you can't stay healthy. It's tough to help your team. Jake Peavy has to stay healthy if he's going to be a dominant pitcher again.
At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. Swung on and missed. Behind now, 0-2. As John said, for Jake Peavy, now the big issue is health. And when you're a pitcher and you've got a shoulder problem, Steve, not good.
That's scary, no question.
Good Wood hits it right back up through the pitcher. That retires Kearns.
Well, a look here at last year in the American League and where the Indians ranked compared to everybody else. 6th in doubles, 9th in hitting with runners in scoring position, and they were in the top 10 in stolen bases. Speed, a major part of this offense, not only because of the stolen base, but because of the pressure it put on the opposing pitchers.
And the pitch is taken for a strike by Cabrera. 429, big number, the average last season against Peavy. And that's a strike, as Drupal Cabrera is going to have to take a defensive stance here. And he lays off there, 1-2. And as Drupal Cabrera swings and misses, strike 3. Not a lot of action in this half inning, nothing on. No production yet from Cleveland. It's Gordon Beckham to lead it off. He singled and later scored in his last time up. First pitch to him. And Smith's pitch. And looked at for a strike, 0-1. Drops down a bunt. Schmidt. And he's in there, no play. So that'll bring Alex Rios to the plate.
Well, that's a great bunt right there. Well executed. He turned around late in the box to surprise the infielders, got it down and legged it out.
Well, he gets it done at the plate. Second most on the team in runs last year. One down, and they just tried to hold him there at first.
For the Chicago White Sox, shortstop, number 10.
And a runner on for Alexei Ramirez. The pitch. First pitch fastball misses badly that time, 1-0.
Well, you're waiting for Alexei Ramirez to put up those monster numbers. And, guys, I'm not so sure he can put up the big monster numbers.
Hit up the middle. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact.
At the plate.
And on Alexei Ramirez, John, I agree with you. I mean, maybe they're not gaudy numbers, but they're consistent numbers, and they're major league numbers that he's putting up.
They are, but I think he has more in him, but I think he has to show some patience, and he really hasn't shown that so far. He likes to prove he can hit by swinging. I'd like him to prove he can hit by taking a pitch.
One out with runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch to Dunn. Circle change, cut on and missed, 0-1.
Well, deja vu all over again. I mean, the offense just keeps on putting the pressure on. So many base runners so far in this one.
Ball! And Smith's wide that time for a ball. Comes set, now the 1-1. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And Dunn's got himself a single. Here comes a runner for the plate. And he scores.
He throws that fastball right down the middle, and it comes right back at him up the middle. Good piece of hitting, not trying to do too much with it.
And he starts Konerko out. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Over to second for 1. And they get two. Great double play. They pick up one on 3 hits, strand a man. Been a great opening day here, Steve. The inaugural game of the season. And it can be tough. Sometimes you get that odd shadowing. It makes it hard to see the ball when you're at the plate with those clouds moving around. It's going to be Nix now, the right center. And it's going to be done. And he gets over and grabs it with the left. Season is shaping up now. Look at the White Sox. Wrapping up on Sunday, the series with Cleveland. They'll continue their road trip for the next series, the Royals at Kauffman Stadium. That'll be Tuesday and Wednesday. Following that, they'll have to deal with Evan Longoria. The Rays come into town. Great series there. And it'll be Valbuena standing in to hit. 4 for 8 last year against Jake Peavy. And that's on the black for a called strike. 0-2. It's fouled off. Sinker's taken. Strike 3 called. Out number 2.
Here's a better look at that sinker.
Got him looking on a breaking ball.
A pitch that moves like that is something that is very useful to a pitcher if he's throwing it with confidence. And you can see that what a weapon that is.
And it's Everett batting. Base is empty with 2 outs. A line drive toward short. And that ends the half inning as Ramirez makes the play. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Schmidt with the windup. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
And that misses as well. And that's a ball. Now a 3-0 count. Quinton, we'll see whether or not he gets a green light here.
Well, he has to just settle down, concentrate on this next pitch. You get behind 3-0. You don't want to walk the leadoff hitter. Throw a quality strike right here and see what happens.
He threw that one off the plate, maybe guessing that the guy had a green light 3-0, but he's got to find the strike zone again.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. Homered back in the first inning. Quinton's at first. Here's the pitch to Castro. There's a ground ball. It's scooped up. There's one. And they get it. They turn 2. It's going to be Brzezinski. Last season, he hit only .73 against the Indians.
And just an absolute struggle for him against this entire staff. It didn't matter who they threw out there. He was going to struggle to get hits.
And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. And we'll see the Indians next. Grady Sizemore at the plate. 0 for 1 thus far. And he starts Sizemore out. And that's a ball. Maybe too far outside with it.
Okay, they're going through the lineup the second time around right here. They don't have any hits, so they've really got to start thinking about what are they doing at the plate and should they be more aggressive right now.
Drilled towards the hole. Beckham able to pull that one in.
He's retired 10 in a row. The hitters are completely overmatched right now. He's got it all going on.
Nobody on base, one away. That ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it. Catch is made. Now State Farm takes a look at last year's leaders in on-base percentage. Now let's check out Chu. He's holding down the 4th spot.
Well, you can't score runs if you don't get guys on base, and this guy was one of the best at it in all of baseball last year. He will walk, he can get his base hits, but the bottom line is he is on base, and when you're on base, you have a better chance of scoring runs than just sitting back and waiting for the homer.
Hit in the dirt. Beckham's got that one. Throws on to first, side is retired. Only 5 pitches to get out of that. Inning, that'll rush you on. The White Sox still ahead. Coming to the plate now, here's Morrow.
Third baseman, number 22, Brent Morel.
First pitch on the way. It's fouled away. Schmidt with the windup. Swing and a soft liner to the right. Into right field, that's a base hit. That's going to bring Gordon Beckham up.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
He had a single in his last time up. Runner on first. Here's the first pitch. He bunts the ball. Santana in time for the out.
You want to get runners in scoring position. Sometimes you have to lay the ball down and get them advanced. That's what he did right there.
And if this runner scores, we'll go back and take a look at what just happened and say thank you very much.
Good team baseball right there.
1 out, and Alex Rios at the plate.
And after the 2009 season, a lot of people thought Alex Rios was done in baseball. Didn't know if he'd ever turn around. But boy, 2010, he again opened some eyes.
And in there for a base hit. He's 3 for 4 today. And maybe, guys, with Alex Rios, it was the fact he was inserted into center field, given a job where he knew he was going to be, and as a result, 21 homers, 284 batting average.
You know, he finally had an offseason to flush out all those bad negative thoughts he had from his production in Toronto, a little bit in Chicago in 2009. Got back on track again. He played much more like the player I believe he is last season.
Here it comes. And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now.
Well, this one here was no doubt about it. The late break on that slider. I mean, what a devastating pitch, and the hitter just couldn't catch up.
Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. Schmidt easily to the bag. They didn't make a play. And the run comes in.
Right fielder, number 32, Adam Dunn.
Well, they had the safety squeeze on where the runner kind of holds at third base to make sure the bunt gets down so you don't run into an out in case he misses it. They did get the bunt down. They get the run in.
Plays off that one outside, 1-0. Last season, a big 400 against the Indians here in Cleveland. The 1-0 pitch. Dunn swings and misses. That'll even it up.
2010, Adam Dunn had to battle the trade talks. Every team wanted him. They needed that power in the middle of the lineup. Let's see how 2011 turns out for him.
Now Dunn has that count at 3-1. He's in charge. Oh, with Adam Dunn, John, they stuck with him. I mean, when you see all that power, you just kind of put the strikeout. There's a smash towards the hole. And he's out at first. What an out. Diving stop and a nice throw, too.
He showed great range on that one. I didn't think he had any chance to get it, but able to get it and get on his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Tremendous job.
So Paul Konerko with a chance, 2 on and a couple away.
I'm sure they didn't set out thinking, hey, let's pitch all our bullpen guys this early in the game. What do you think, Gary? I don't know. They need this guy to hold down the fort and see if he can't give him some innings.
0-1. And the elite home run leader in the top 5 last season. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
Well, it looked like he was fooled. He wasn't ready for that sinker.
And Rios comes in. He throws, and they will tag him out at second. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. White Sox continue to run away. And Santana's in the box. 0 for 1 thus far. And the first pitch. And he takes one in there, 0-1.
But Gary, as we move through the middle part of this ball game right now, they just cannot mount any offense at all. No hits. And I'll tell you what, this pitcher is just shutting them down.
He makes contact, line drive. Base hit, gets it down. That's our first hit of the game for these guys. That brings up Austin Kern.
The 4 no-hit innings, and this team finally breaks through against this guy, getting their first hit of the ball game right there.
Grounded out his last time through. Santana's on at first. And Kern settles in, ready to go. First pitch. And Konerko makes the catch. And Cabrera settles in. 3 for 7 career batter off Jake Peavy. Lined up the middle, and Cabrera's got himself a hit. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Gotta love that first pitch fastball right where he wanted. He was thinking right back up the middle. Base hit the center.
And the first pitch. Sinker swung on, missed 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Peavy. There's a swing and a liner. Ramirez for 1, but he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1. And it'll be Valbuena standing into him. Took a called 3rd strike in his last time up. 2 down. Runners at first and second. Ground ball to short. Fielded by Ramirez. Throw on to second base. Forced play. Side retired. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and... Here's the pitch. Takes that one low and outside, 0-1. He went 1 for 3 last year off Joe Smith. And Quinton lets it go outside for a ball. Swing and a hot shot. And he gets it through. That's his 2nd hit in the ballgame. Now our State Farm leaderboard, looking at the teams leading the league in slugging percentage from last year. Blue Jays number 1. The Red Sox in 2nd. 3rd, the Yankees. The Twins 4th. And at number 5 on the list, the White Sox.
Well, anybody can be pitched to. The problem is with this team, one of the top slugging percentage teams in the league last year, is when you make a mistake, they seem to end up for extra bases with this club. Everyone in this lineup has some sort of power. Even if it's not home run power, they have gap power. And that's a vital part of any team's offense.
Oh, that's number 2 on the day for him, Gary.
That means that bat's right on target.
Well, he's picking up the ball very well.
It's going to be Brzezinski. No outs and nobody on base. The first pitch. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1. And a big offensive day, Steve. Like you said, they've just got the bats rolling today.
Tough, going to be very tough for them to come back right now. The power numbers being there. I mean, 3 innings left, but an awful lot of offense.
Hut shot towards the hole. And through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. Good day. That's going to bring Brent Morrill to the plate.
We talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
Here's the delivery. Fastball too low. 1-0. And he tries to get one down. Santana. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single.
Well, he's trying to advance the runners with this bunt. He's not bunting for a base hit, but once he got it down, he realized this is going to be a tough play, so he hustled down the line. They couldn't get anybody out.
Now the first pitch. Slider just misses. 1-0.
Well, this broke a little bit too much out of the zone right here for a ball, but he's got to bring it back in, rein that thing in a little bit.
Picked by Smith. He's safe without a play.
Well, this was a sacrifice situation, but the defense just didn't react properly once the ball was on the ground. Now everybody's safe.
Sinker just missed. 1-0. The 1-0 now. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. That's going to one-hop off the wall. And Pierzynski comes in. And the second run is through. He will clear the bases. What a shot. A 3 RBI triple.
10, Alexi Ramirez.
Talk about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
Runner standing at third. Here's Alexi Ramirez. And he gets going against these White Sox hitters. What do you think's in store?
Jensen Lewis, a guy that comes in and brings an outstanding fastball. Not a lot of movement on it, but he has the velocity necessary to get some swings and misses and quality secondary stuff to shut down the hitters.
And they get that run in.
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
Lewis with the pitch. Dunn hits the ground ball. That's one. Over to first. He is safe. Almost a double play. Not quite enough time.
They get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
On away. Here's Paul Konerko. Led the division last year in long balls. And he starts Konerko out. And that's in there. Lewis ahead 0-1. Back up the middle. Oh, wow. Another hit. They just won't quit. And he ends up at second. That's a double. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
First pitch to Quinton. Swung on. That is hit hard by Quinton. And that ball is gone. Goodbye home run, and the White Sox are pounding it. With that 3-run homer, they just extended their lead.
When you throw your 4-seam fastball, you better locate it. If you make a mistake, good hitters are going to make you pay for it. He's paying for it now. They have not figured out a way how to shut down this White Sox offense today. They look so good.
One out, nobody on. Lewis with the pitch. Everett picks it up. And so Castro retired. It's going to be Brzezinski. Over 5 career at-bats. He's 0 off Lewis. First pitch on the way. First pitch, a changeup outside, 1-0.
Well, you got to like the way he's changing speed and mixing up his pitches. He just missed, though, with that changeup down and away.
And there's Chu for out number 3. So they're finally set down, but not before they have a big inning punctuated by 2 big home runs. I hope you're... And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And it's Everett batting. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it's going to be done. Roams over, puts it away.
Center fielder, number 24.
There's Grady Sizemore now with 1 away.
Well, guys, Grady Sizemore is one of those rare players that have power and speed, can do a lot of things on the baseball field to help your team win games. Problem is, he's not on the field the last couple years enough to make a difference in the standings for his squad.
Strike 2. Peavy dominating in this AB. He's got some pitches to play with. Grady Sizemore, John, what you were talking about, a 30-30 threat every year. He did it in 2008, and he's been close since.
Well, he's got that combination of power and speed, but if it's not on the field, it doesn't do you any good. There's not enough depth in this Indians roster to sustain a loss of a player like Sizemore.
It's going to be Hafner now. Batting .250 last year, 3 for 12 against Jake Peavy. And it's going to be done. That's caught. Side is retired.
Gary's really brought his A game for this one, executing off.
Coming to the plate now, here's Morrill. He'll start things off here in the 7th.
Morrell.
Lewis with the pitch. Popped way up there behind home plate. Out recorded by Santana. That's 1 away. And Beckham's in the box. He's a perfect 3 for 3 in the ballgame. 1 out, bases empty. And here's the first one. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. High throw. He is safe at first. Bad throw. And he's in at second with a double. 1 out. So our State Farm leaderboard to look at the teams who hit best with runners in scoring position last year. Number 1, the Twins. White Sox in second. In third, the Rangers. Red Sox 4th. Number 5, the Royals rounded out.
Well, the last thing you want to do is give up easy outs with runners in scoring position, and this team doesn't do that. One of the tops in baseball last year at hitting with those runners in scoring position, and they are a top quality team, and they battle you, and if one guy doesn't get you, the next one will.
And that ball is gone. Goodbye home run, and the White Sox are pounding it. 2-run homer just adds to a terrific hitting game they've had.
Gary, he drove that hanging slider deep out of the ballpark. Good swing.
And it's Alexei Ramirez now, 1 away.
Shortstop, 10, Alexei Ramirez.
Lewis with the pitch. Change up, misses badly, 1-0. Steve, this lineup combined with their pitching right now in a position to be unstoppable.
Well, no question about it. In the other dugout, the manager's got to be thinking, what am I going to do with this pitcher? Should I get him out of there? Typically, when you throw one in that far off the plate, you want to go to the outside corner. Let's see if he does it.
And there's another one. Couple of quick hits. That will bring Adam Dunn up.
And that is hit number 5 in this ball game for him. Have a day, young man.
Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. 1 down, runner at first. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away, 1-0. Last year, he had a 4 for 10 against the Indians. Here's the 1-0. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. Off the wall on a hop. Ramirez around third, headed for the plate. There's the throw. He's in there. Wow, tremendous hustle all the way from first. This is the way you do it. You want to pick up that extra base hit. It's a risk, and it worked.
Well, you can tell he really wanted it. You see him going in hard, diving into third base, just under the throw to make it.
Made a great turn at second base. Runner over third, one down, Paul Konerko. John, what do you think he's got in store for this White Sox lineup today?
Well, confidence was lost in 2009 for Rafael Perez. A lot of walks and not a lot of strikeouts. And when you saw him come into game, you saw a guy that was not certain on where his pitches were going or what he exactly wanted to do to attack a hitter. He has to figure out a way to regain that confidence, and it has to start right now.
RBI opportunity right here for Carlos Quentin. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
On third, done. First pitch to Quentin. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Well, good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
That swung on, hit on the ground. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they strike for 3 more runs here and widen that lead even further. White Sox continue to run away. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. That's a strike. Peavy gets it by him.
Deep into the ball game, only 2 hits for this offense, and clearly they've been overmatched, Gary, in this one. And you know, they're going to have to try something. Try to lay down a bunt. Try to see if you can't wait them out. Force him to throw more pitches, but get him out of the ballgame. Oh, big out right there. And listen, he's on his way to a shutout right now. They've not been able to muster much against him. This is critical time of the game. He's getting a little fatigued, and they've seen him a couple times already. He's got to make his pitch.
And it's Carlos Santana now with 1 away.
A lot of expectations when Carlos Santana came to the big leagues. We were awaiting his arrival, and he didn't disappoint. Switch hitter, can hit for power, hit for average, and a very smart baseball player. Although his season was cut short by injury, we got a glimpse of the future for the Cleveland Indians.
Here's the delivery. Line towards second. Beckham's got that one. And that'll retire Santana.
He's been having this lineup guessed the entire game right now. He's out-thinking them and out-pitching them. He's continuing to be sharp the entire game.
Base is empty and 2 down. Now Castro positions himself. That ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it. That'll do it as they put that one away.
Oh, he's absolutely mowing them down here.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. That brings up Martin. He'll be the pinch hitter.
Well, with such a big lead in this situation, they're looking to give some guys some at-bats. Rest some of the regulars to keep the bench players fresh.
Hit in the air to left center. And he puts that one away. 1 down. It's going to be Brzezinski working on a fine ball game. 3 for 5 to this point. First pitch to him. That one's too low. Perez missing.
Nobody on base right now with 1 out, and that's what you need. You need outs and maybe a break from base runners for a little bit here. How about a quick inning to get back in and score some runs?
And he's in there. No play. That's going to bring Brent Morrill to the plate.
The smart hitter, before he steps in the batter's box, checks the corner infield, where they're playing, how close they are. And if he sees bunt, you got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver. Good piece of hitting.
out. Foul ground last time around. So Juan Pierre will come up. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation.
And he lays one down here. Ends up foul.
Ball
1-1, a slider that misses. 2-1. The career average 275 off the Indians. He deals. 2-1 delivery, a fastball taken for a call. Strike two.
The hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Strike three. Looking to bunt. He didn't make contact, and he is gone. And Beckham's in the box. He's looking to make it a perfect 5 for 5 here. And the first pitch. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And in there, there's another one. That is his 5th hit of the ball game.
And that is hit number 5 in this ball game for him. Have a day, young man.
So Alex Rios, he'll try and keep it going. Well, he's seeing the ball well today. Now needs that 2-bagger for the cycle.
Well, he's been driving the ball well. Look for him to get a ball up in the zone that he can drive.
Swung on line to right center field. That one is in there and should score Brzezinski. And here's Brzezinski heading home. And they tag him close at home. He wanted that run. He didn't get it. No run. As Drupal Cabrera leading it off. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And he starts Cabrera out. Missed ball 1.
He's really only held them to 2 hits so far today, Gary. So he's been on top of his game out there. He's made it look easy, and it could possibly be a day the bullpen doesn't have to be used and can get some rest.
1 away.
A masterful performance out there today. They've not been able to get any sort of offense going, and I'll tell you what, he's going to make people notice this is an outstanding effort.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center, and that's through a base hit. It rolls all the way to the wall, and he's safely aboard second base.
Well, this pitch right here catches way too much of the plate, and he absolutely demolishes it. Let's see what they want to do here with 1 out and a base open.
And swing and a miss on Peavy's pitch. 0-1. The pitch called strike outside corner. Quickly in the hole now. 0-2. Struck him out. Wow. And again, there's no doubt, as has been the case throughout this game, he's in charge.
Now, listen, when you got a guy pitching like this, you got to give him a shot for the win.
And it's Everett batting. 0 for 2 thus far. Here's one that's in there, called strike.
A good sinking movement on that pitch, right on the black, away from the hitter. Tough pitch to hit.
Here's the 0-1 from Peavy. Swing, contact made, and done. That one falls in there for a base hit. So up next, it is Grady Sizemore.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. And a run comes home.
Well, the shutout broken up right there, but I tell you what, no shame in the performance he's given in this one. He's been outstanding.
Out on the mound, Jesse Crane. As the White Sox bring him in as a reliever.
I tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. And do you want to take any chances? The manager decides to go to the pen.
Good eye as Travis Hafner watches that 1 count even. Hitting .250 lifetime against Jesse Crane. In there now 1-2. And Hafner swings right through that one. Strike 3. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. The Indians hoping they can somehow dig their way out of this one. And here's Alexei Ramirez. couple of RBIs thus far.
Driven in multiple runs in this one, Gary, and obviously a major part of why they're ahead.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right.
Right fielder, number 32, Adam Dunn.
And Adam Dunn to bat. Last time up, triple home run. And Romero's in the box. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
That was such a big lead right here, Gary. They're just trying to rest some of the regulars and get some at-bats to keep the bench players fresh.
Makes contact. It is going to be fouled. That fly ball deep and off to the left.
Foul!
And he fouls off another one. Watches that outside pitch from Perez. It'll be a ball.
Well, he had the right idea in mind, trying to get that fastball down and away. Just missed. Now let's see how he comes back with the next one.
2-2 pitch. Slider in there and gets him looking 2 down.
Well, 2 strikes, that's exactly where the pitcher wants to put the ball. But as a hitter, you have to try to fight it off and make contact.
And here's Paul Konerko. He's 3 for 11 career off Perez. Two outs, bases empty. And he starts Konerko out. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. Konerko's heading for third. And he'll stop at third with a triple. Well, I was already to mark this down on the card as a double. Put another line in there.
Well, he didn't let up at all, Gary. Great effort on his part. Took a chance, but he made it.
Amazing thing is he was able to do it standing up. First pitch to Quinton. Watches that outside pitch from Perez. It'll be a ball.
Come on, Come on, Cleveland.
Quinton gets a ground ball. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. They get a man to... And leading it off, Shin-Soo Choo. Grounded out last time. Here's the pitch. So Choo is retired. 1 away now.
Just having some difficulty right now trying to make up this ground, and obviously they've got a hill still to climb, and running out of time right now, only 2 outs remaining, so they've got to get something going and keep it going.
Here's the first pitch. Slider's in there for a called strike.
But Gary, slider's such an effective pitch, and it's this guy's put-away pitch. When he needs the big out, that's where he's going to go.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field, and it's caught by Ramirez. That's 2 gone.
Down to their final out right here, Gary. So, I mean, they're looking pretty dire at this point. And but listen, funnier things have happened. They've got to get base runners, though.
And it's Austin Kearns at the plate. Last year he went 1 for 2 against Crane. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of...
Now, our player of the game. When you take to the road, Steve, any win will do. But when you get this kind of offense, it's very...